Okay, hey y'all. So welcome to Low and Baby Shorter. We're gonna do a 2-for-1 today because we didn't upload the video that we made the other day. But from that video you all will see how irritated I was. My body, I was just going through so much. Now however, I'm in a much better space. We had egg retrieval yesterday. It went really well. They retrieved 8 mature eggs. I'm not sure how many they received that weren't mature, but we were only worried about the mature ones. Out of the 8 mature eggs, 7 of them fertilized. So that's absolutely amazing. That means that right now we have like a possibility of 7 M babies. So they'll give us a call tomorrow, let us know how the eggs are looking. I was so nervous last night. I couldn't sleep. I stayed up like all night, tossed and turned. When Steven left out for work, I had to take off today because of the recovery day from the surgery. But I was up like, oh, please call, please call. They said they were going to call at 8:30. They called at 8:31. I could already tell on her voice that it was good news because she just sounded very excited, right? So from the last video, you all will see that we started to do the trigger shot, which was on Saturday night, and was very nervous because the needle was kind of long with one of these. So I was extremely nervous. I was like stressing out. I didn't want to take it. And Steven poked me and was like, babe, guess what? All done. So I'm like, you didn't even do it. He's like, I really did. It's all done. So that was amazing. It went by really fast. I didn't feel any pain, which is good because we have to now do intramuscular shots for the next maybe 10 weeks or so, especially if it implants, which it's going to, because I've been praying and not worrying, and I'm not thinking negative. We're speaking everything into existence these days. So what else? Egg retrieval went well. Okay, so now since the egg retrieval, I am on doxycycline, which is to make sure that my ovaries do not become inflamed since we are doing a fresh transfer. And I'm also on prednisone. I don't know if you all can see this one. Let me see. Those little pills. So the doxycyclines are these little white pills. They are disgusting. And I have to take 6 of them for 7 days. And then 3, and then 2, and then 1. And that's it. And the prednisone once every 12 hours for the week. So, going pretty well. I just hurry up, take it with juice really quick so that I can get it over with. Tonight we're starting progesterone oil, which is an injection to ensure that your lining stays strong enough to support the implantation of the embryo. We'll start this tonight. We'll go through this, I believe, up until, I believe it's 10 weeks, but I'm really not for certain. Let me see. So 219, that's today. Yeah, we'll do it all the way up, and then we'll just continue it until they tell us. 7 more weeks, right? If the test is positive, you'll stop the baby aspirin and continue it. So, fingers crossed, everything is moving right along. I remember when we first did the first video, how nervous I was, how anxious I was. Those feelings are still there. I become extremely overwhelmed because I really can't believe that we've gotten this far. I can't believe that the eggs are gone. I can't believe that they're fertilized. I can't believe that transfer will be either Thursday or Saturday. All of these things are just very exciting, but very, very overwhelming. To all the women before me that have been through this, I commend you. To all of the women that are interested and afraid or feel like their body may be going through some changes and they're not sure, go get checked out. I promise you it's not that bad. If you're an overthinker like me, it's more of a mental thing than it is physical. The shots were not bad. We were very grateful because we were supposed to stem for 14 days. We actually only ended up stemming for 8, which was amazing because my body responded absolutely well to the medication. So all of these things are positives. I have been putting everything into God's hands. I've stayed off of Google. I've actually gotten to the habit of deleting my Facebook app so that I'm not on the IVF support group, because There's so many people with so many stories about how things have worked for them or how things have not worked for them. And just because the things didn't work for them doesn't mean that it will not work for you. And just because things worked for them doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. I've just come to the conclusion that I really trust my doctors. I trust the process. I trust everyone that I've been in contact with at the Fertility Center of Maryland. They're all very helpful. They've helped us through this tremendously. They answer all your questions. You can call them anytime. It's like absolutely amazing. They have, and the protocol that the doctor had me on was simply great. She didn't want me to overstimulate, which I didn't. I didn't get OHSS, which is a hyperstimulation of your ovaries. So like fluid will begin to leak into your uterus. I didn't get that. Everything was just great. This process has been very, as I said, overwhelming to say the least. But it has taught me a lot about myself. More so that I'm way more resilient than I believed I was, even with the sense of me being so afraid of needles and shooting myself up every day. It's taught me so much patience. It has put me in a different mind state. It has allowed me to not worry as much and to remove other people's problems from my problems, because I'm always that type of person that wears all of my emotions and everyone else's problems on my sleeves. So it has taught me to think about me for a second, and it feels pretty darn good to be able to know that you're doing everything in your power to make something that you want so bad to come true. So yeah, that's my little spiel for today. But once this shot, I'm not sure what time Steven's going to give it to me, but they said that the oil, you need to like keep it warm or have it warm before you put it in. If it's anything like the shot the other day, it shouldn't hurt unless the medicine burns. I really put my head in the pillow and he was done. So we're going to take this piece off and we'll do it with this. I did just cut up a Q-cap. That's what I was sitting here doing so that I could draw it out, because all right, let's see. So the other day I was so nervous with this task with the Q-cap, because it doesn't particularly fit on there. So we have to like kind of maneuver it to cut the pieces off the side to make it flat to fit on top. And so I was so nervous the other day when Steven was doing it, because I was like, bruh, the trigger shot, we only have one. You cannot mess this up. If we trigger too late, we'll ovulate too early. Then they'll miss it. The eggs will be gone. So, of course, y'all know I was just getting on his nerves a lot. The good thing about that, though, is that Steven really pays me no mind. It's really kind of sad sometimes, because I could just be making a whole bunch of noise, and he just be like, "Cole, girl, listen, let me do it." Which is what I need, though, because clearly, when you're an overthinker, you can't have a husband that overthinks too. So, for this, it says, for today, we're only going to do a half a cc. Girl, that's going to be easy. Easy breezy. Let's push it up some. Bring it back down. This is going to be easy breezy. Look at this little bit of medicine. That's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, y'all, I'm a whole pro. Like, yeah, I got this. And it's oil, so it don't dip that back down. Look at that. Right out. half a cc. That's easy. This is easy. I'm ready. Husband. I'm ready. And then we're going to put this tip on. Now, so this is what I wanted to show y'all though before I stop. This is the needle. Okay? So, it looks very intimidating. Once he did it, it really was like a poke. Like, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's it. That's it. So, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I think with this one, it's probably kind of thicker. Yeah, that's a thicker needle. So, that's probably why that one was scary. But the length is the same. So, he'll do this shot in like an hour. And we'll do these for a few days, and then I'll come back and let y'all know when implantation will be. I'm sorry, when transfer will be. And hopefully within that week, 2 weeks, we'll have implantation. Right now, we're set to take a pregnancy test on March the 4th. That's if implantation is on Saturday. If they move transfer, I keep saying implantation. If they move the transfer up to Thursday, of course, the pregnancy test will probably move up too, because it's a 2-week week. But thanks again. You want to say hi? Thanks again to everyone who has followed us through this journey. For all of your well wishes, please continue to pray for us. And pray that I stay off of Google and all that stuff. Pray that I don't get on Steven's nerves. And pray that I just relax. But I'm very happy and excited. Bye, y'all.